Communication is a very big deal. How we communicate in different organizations is very different. If you have an organization that is very focused on the creative aspect, as an example, and that foregrounds a very human approach and is very flexible in the way that we work, and really does want to make sure that we optimize the creative talent that we have, communication in that space would look very different from what it does. For example, if you imagine, say, a structured government department in which hierarchy plays a very, very strict role, that might be, communication in that space would be a very different thing. And the expectations around that would be very different as well. Absolutely. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, it's about, the interesting thing is that only about 70% of people that are top performers in the world are of what we would term average intelligence. And a big reason for that is that emotional intelligence contributes so significantly to the success of top performers, to the extent that 90% of people that are top performers have high EQ. So to be a top performer, truly top performer, you absolutely need emotional intelligence, and it helps if you are also intelligent, i.e. have a high IQ. But emotional intelligence really is the thing that is the deal breaker here. Now, the good thing to know about emotional intelligence is that unlike intelligence or IQ, we can grow it. It's something that we can develop. And so if we look at the neurology of it, by practicing new ways of approaching things, looking at things, understanding ourselves, understanding others, and managing situations within ourselves and within others, we develop new behaviors. And slowly but surely, those become more adaptive and more functional for us. So it means that we're able to respond to our environment, our organizational context, our client organizational context in a more adaptive, more effective way. You need to gain multiple perspectives. So when you are, for example, on this very first passage, leading self, you might only need to consult with perhaps another team member and perhaps your supervisor or your immediate line manager. So you don't need many perspectives to be able to make a decision and then to execute on that decision. However, when you start to lead others and when you start to lead leaders, suddenly the number of people that you consult with become many more. And therefore the number of perspectives and people that you have to manage and whose input you have to somehow incorporate becomes very significantly more and complex.